Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in a world my creation. We'll see, we'll defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to, do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it.
That the root word of psychedelics means to manifest the soul. And the reason why I like to do psychedelic Sundays and this whole thing, for me now, I mean, I haven't even done psychedelics in like 4 years, but for me, how I manifest my soul or my consciousness is doing these artworks on minds. That the root word of psychedelics means to manifest the soul. And the reason why I like to do psychedelic Sundays and this whole thing, for me now, I mean, I haven't even done psychedelics in like 4 years, but for me, how I manifest my soul or my consciousness is doing these artworks on minds.
Uncritiqued by reason. Reason is primary in this situation. So then many people say, well, mathematics is impossible, logic is difficult. So then many people say, well, mathematics is impossible, logic is difficult. Isn't there a third possibility? Isn't there yet another way to get a handle on this? And the answer is yes. Yet another way to get a handle on this? And the answer is yes. But I'm not sure it's easier. It may seem at first easier. But that is aesthetic. But that is aesthetic. The imagination must serve the ideal of the beautiful. Serve the ideal of the beautiful. Serve the ideal of the beautiful. Facing east at 2 a.m., what will sunrise look like? In other words, it's too early to ask. Well, I think that, A, I don't have an answer. Disparity of wealth, because I think disparity of wealth is a transient phenomenon based on a limited technology. But it is entirely possible that we can make everyone a king, and we will still have bullies and slaves. And the addressing of the economic disparity doesn't change the structure of the human soul. And the addressing of the economic disparity doesn't change the structure of the human soul. And the addressing of the economic disparity doesn't change the structure of the human soul. Then we will have to go deeper. Then we will have to go deeper. Then we will have to go deep.
Walk on the wild side.
Then we will have to go deep.
Hey Joe, take a walk on the wild side.
And I don't know how this is going to look. Where the body lies.
Hey Joe, take a walk on the wild side.
Can we solve our problems and maintain our individual existences?
We ask what consciousness does, and immediately we see that consciousness manipulates information in forms of numbers, words, sounds, images, generally symbols. And this is what art is, right? We manipulate symbols to express ourselves, the world we see around us, but there's this feedback loop. With our technology, we hack into physical reality.
Hey Joe, take a walk on the wild side. Hey Joe, take a walk on the wild side.
Above the level of the individual that will make things like states and corporations seem like pale soup indeed. It is going to redefine what it is to be human. It is going to redefine what it is to be human. It is going to redefine what it is to be human. I think technologies are neither gods nor demons. It's what you do with it. The dilemma of human freedom is that we don't know where we rest in the universal hierarchy of good and evil. In other words, what would we do if we could do anything? Would our transcendent impulses drive us to a kind of angelhood? Or, as James Joyce says, would we flop on the seesaw? And the answer normally given is some would do one and some the other. Yes, but what if we erase that possibility of individual action, and is there then only one destiny? And then what shall it be, and who shall decide? I would be fairly pessimistic if I saw this all going on a level playing field. But it isn't going on a level playing field. Transcendence is favored. Transcendence is favored. Transcendence is favored. Transcendence is favored. Nature seems to be in the business of building systems which transcend themselves. We can see that as far back in time as we care to look and throughout all of nature. So it seems like we actually have a hell of a tailwind helping us toward the transcendent other. Probably that is what will make the difference. We couldn't have done it by ourselves, but we happen to be in a universe which is itself involved in the process of bootstrapping to higher levels.
And we change it with our ideas. We're manifesting our ideas. We're manifesting consciousness outwards into this feedback loop. And this is why I use the symbol that I use. The symbol that I use is the bee shaman, which is one of the oldest it comes from a cave painting. And from what I have studied, this is one of the first examples of an artist or the shaman drawing something, expressing something that is not seen in the everyday physical world. You know, all the cave paintings before that were all naturalistic. The landscape with buffalo or deer or whatever, the game, and they're hunting. But this is something that's different, the other, this realm of consciousness, of deep reality, of and they expressed it as this bee shaman, and he has like mushrooms growing out of him. So the creatures that ate the mushrooms and started to do art in these caves and species hallucinate. It's the same process that we started hallucinating, you know, in Star Trek and all this kind of stuff about spaceships and cell phones. And, you know, you go to Leonardo da Vinci, all these artists, I mean, even the best of our scientists are artists. And I think everybody is an artist, and either we realize it or not. But so we're manipulating these symbols. So I'm going to end it with a quote with Terence McKenna and then see what everybody else thinks. But we can move no faster than the evolution of our language. And this is certainly a part of what psychedelics are about. They force the evolution of language. So Nikki, kind of going into what you were saying about externalizing or expressing consciousness and art. You know, we have this communion, the mirroring of neurons. You want to touch on that?
Yeah. One of the things I wanted to say about, you know, the amazing thing about art and art therapy as well, that is being sort of more recognised now as a real tangible thing, is that there are some people that aren't very good at being empathetic or connecting with other people, or some people struggle to see beyond what's going on around them. You know, to some extent we're all like that. You know, we all see and perceive things from our own perspective. So in that sense we're all the same, you know, selfish, I guess, in the sense that we just see things from our perspective. The beauty of art, you know, whether it's music or visual art, it develops the ability to empathise.
The Laughing Heart by Charles Bukowski. Your life is your life. Don't let it be clubbed into dank submission. Beyond the watch, there are ways out. There is a light somewhere. It may not be much light, but it beats the darkness. Beyond the watch, the gods will offer you chances. Know them. Take them. He can't beat death, but he can beat death in life, sometimes. And the more often you learn to do it, the more light there will be. Your life is your life. Know it while you have it. You are marvelous. The gods wait to delight in you.
It's all over. Thank you very much. Thanks. Yeah, okay then. Just have with me and my guitar now.
We're having a little bit of trouble, so if you just hold on 1 minute, all right? And everything will be okay. We like to do the song in the Wind Cry Sparrow that we released here not too long ago, okay?
Understanding the communication between the different age brackets. Which is no such thing about age brackets anyway, not in my mind. Because a person's not actually old in numbers of years, but how many miles he's traveled and how he keeps his mind active and creative.
Here we go, the Wind Cry Sparrow. I'm sorry for the delay.
Big shadow light from the Wu Mansion, still branching off the tree to spark lineum shit. And the fruit that fell far was the ripeness. Get with Cypress, let the media hype this. Promotion niggas snipe this. Push it like trade bags 72. Kept niggas in suede rags, microphone psycho. Who flips the mic so well? Help without doubt. In jams packed like jail cells. There's no escaping. Once my blade starts scraping, niggas flaking. Wannabe MCs shaking. My sword indeed make more niggas bleed. So swift, naked eye couldn't record the speed. I lost ya with that offer, nigga that'll cost ya. Feel the screams and torture. Must have been a half gallon of shit he drinking. They got him thinking that he can trash the ship and get me shaking. I told him come back when you're sober. Drunk ass punk on a motherfucking hunt for Red October. Don't even catch me while I'm blunted. Rhymes start running like loops on an SV-1200. Instruments of terror on war shit with corporate. Visual niggas paint portraits.
Feel the heat from the streets. I got to eat. Talk what I walk. I stalk with bronze feet. Ancient spell. Yell, do rag sheet. Jump on the jam with 36 pig. Beat up the beat. Overload rap street fix. Cape in the wind like the John Woo flex. Now flick. Taste the spirit. Crash more clearer. Sweat in the body covers the man in the mirror. Kick down the door, unleash the terror fam. Crackling, screaming, crime who I am. Studs, spoil grudge, eye on the tiger rap. Ruler rough mind snap. Fire desire trap. Beneath clothing, perhaps speed golden. The golden wise dome poems. Blizzard unknown. The unforbidden got to live wild style begun. To uplift the mind, boy, I'll bring out the sun.
And the wind screams Mary. Will the wind ever remember the names it has blown in the past? And with its crutch, its old age, and its wisdom, it whispers, no, this will be the last. And the wind cries, Mary.
Jerry. Right now I can introduce cats in the group. It's Noel Redding playing bass. And Mitch Mitchell playing drums. Good evening.
Envoy by Ezra Pound. Go, dumb born book, tell her that it sang me once that song of laws. Hast thou but sung as thou hast subjects known, then were there cause in thee that should condone even my faults that heavy upon me lie, and build her glories their longevity. Tell her that shreds such treasure in the air, wrecking naught else but that her graces give life to the moment. I would bid them live as roses might, in magic amber laid, red overwrought with orange, and all made one substance and one colour, braving time. Tell her that goes with song upon her lips, but sings not out the song, nor knows the maker of it. Some other mouth may be as fair as hers, might in new ages gain her worshippers, when our two dusts with wallers shall be laid. Siftings on siftings in oblivion. Siftings on siftings in oblivion. Siftings on siftings in oblivion, till change hath broken down all things save beauty alone.
You know, it wakens up the consciousness and opens us up in the sense that we see something, and it fires us off. You know, it fires off those neurons, which is like the mirror neurons. So, you know, we see something and it fires off stuff in our brain. We experience a feeling, you know, some sort of sensory feeling, whether it's a kinesthetic feelings, you know, right in, you know, in the pit of our belly, that feeling sense, or it could trigger a visual thing. So it can develop empathy in people, whereas before they may not have had an ability to have empathy. they visualize something, if they see something, it triggers a feeling in them, it triggers an emotion. Even if you were just walking through a forest and you're sort of taking in all the beauty of the landscape or looking at the countryside, it triggers a feeling within you. Even if you're the most sort of non-emotional person, you know, that's kind of how I feel. What you were saying before about everybody being an artist, I think they are. I think everybody's an artist in that sense. You can't deny that